Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today's video, we're going to take a look at some Warhammer 40k. So, Warhammer 40k apparently has some rumours and leaks drop for my favourite faction in the game, the Craftworld Eldar. For those who don't know, I'm currently painting up an Eldar army at the moment, so I'm pretty excited by this. Whether or not it's true, we have had rumours that Eldar are due for a big range refresh sometime next year, and now we've had some quite significant rumours, leaks, whatever you want to call them. I mean, they're leaks, they're rumours at the moment, I guess, because we've not heard anything other than that, and, you know, they're not the most consistent, and they do seem very thorough at the moment, so it'll be interesting to sort of see what these all turn out to be. But at the moment, they're rumours, so we're going to have a look at them. I love checking out rumours. It gets me excited for starting a new project, seeing what's happening. And so we'll have a look at what happens in the game and what is coming potentially for the Craftworld Eldar in this video. So let's get cracking on. There's a bit of them to get through, so let's see what we are getting. Alright, so let's first of all start off with models that are rumoured. So we have had rumours for the Craftworld Eldar that we are going to see some new models for the range, which, you know, this is keeping consistent with other things we've seen. The rumours saying the Eldar range is getting a big update are the ones that have also called, like the new Custodies and Genestealer Cults box coming out, along with all the Black Templar stuff correctly, Tau correctly now as well. So everything there is looking pretty sweet on that set of rumours. So maybe there is some truth to a new Eldar range of models coming out. So what exactly are we getting if these rumours are indeed true? So for starters, new Guardians, they'll have a load of weapon options, and apparently something that'll be sort of a consistent theme of these long antenna on a bunch of the more Guardian style models. So you'll have loads of weapon options as mentioned. The Shuriken weapons are much more sleeker looking now, just updated sort of sculpt to really make them look nice. They'll have either obviously the Shuriken Catapult, that traditional old weapon of the Guardians, or maybe some dual wielding pistols and chainsword options in the kit as well. New ranges with Harlequin-esque hoods. This, of course, doesn't mean mask. This just means sort of like how the hoods are sort of pulled back on some of the Harlequins, some of them over the head, just that more refined sort of look they currently have. And also the kit will feature combat weapons on the models in addition to their rifles. So, pretty cool there as well. New ranges be awesome. I love the Ranger models. New Striking Scorpions will be one of the big ones. They'll have a similar sort of aesthetical look to the old models, obviously much updated and sort of rendered nicer. The Exarch Chainsaw is inbuilt into his gauntlet, and there'll also be like a leader option, like a Autarch version that'll have a chainsaw glaive. Corandus Azurman and also a new Warp Spider Phoenix Lord will all see new models. A Dire Avengers Leader, which will be a one-to-one replica of the 2nd edition cover. Man, I absolutely love that model. But let's talk about that Warp Spider Phoenix Lord. I'm really happy to see this. We, of course, have never had one. We've never had a Shining Spear Exarch Phoenix Lord either, so that'd be something cool to see down the line, maybe. But a Warp Spider Phoenix Lord, for me, is really cool. We'll see new Dire Avengers Leader as mentioned, and new Warp Spiders to go along with that brand new Phoenix Lord. So thinking Warp Spiders may be a very major part of this new release. Well, so we're sort of seeing like these three major sort of lines updated here. The Dire Avengers, the Warp Spiders, and the Striking Scorpions. We'll see new Vipers and Shining Spears as well, which is really cool. Vipers, I don't know whether they definitely need an update. Maybe just like the Guardians on them will probably get an update to look much more like. And Shining Spears need an update as well. However, Fire Dragons, Dark Reapers, and Swooping Hawks will all be staying the same kits. I would not expect to see all the Aspect Warriors updated in a single lot. I think that would be maybe a little bit too hard, which is maybe why I think these rumours maybe have a little bit more truth to them, just because it is saying that not everything's going to get done. You know, a dead giveaway for a false rumour would be if everything we ever wanted was getting done. That's not how they do it. They definitely do this, and maybe, you know, in a couple of years' time, update the rest of the Eldar range. There's a lot to update. I wouldn't expect it all to get updated at once. I would expect probably 25% of the range, if not 50, like probably more closer to 25% of the range to be updated. And apparently we will be seeing new avatars, but there's also a little bit the person that saw the book and is giving off these rumors. Apparently he might think they may be some conversions, but also they could just be brand new models, so new avatars would be sweet. I love the Forge World avatar models, but yeah, the old avatar definitely needs a little bit of an update. All in all, I'm pretty happy with this range of models. This includes some of my favourite kits. I'm a big fan of Striking Scorpions, Dire Avengers I love, the Vipers, and Avatar are all some of my favourite kits. And I'm a big Ulthway fan, so Guardians are a massive plus for me. A little bit sad no Swooping Hawks. They are my favourite Aspect Warrior. Maybe I'll go buy some of these ones now. Who knows? I mean, it doesn't bother me with old or new models. They're all cool models. I really do like a lot of the current Eldar range. I know it needs an update, of course, but like, there's nothing stopping me liking the current models. They just need an update as well. But yeah, so this is what we've seen for model-wise. Now let's go into rules-wise. Alright, and looking at some of the rules. So first of all, we've got stratagems. The information we've got here is Celestial Shield, Seer Council, and Forewarned are all gone from the Codex. Fire and Fade is still a singular CP, and there's new 3 CP stratagem where you can let all Aspect troops that are within 6 inch of another unit of Aspect troops reroll wounds. So pretty cool there. You can definitely start to see this Aspect Warrior themed style of play coming in, which is awesome. I mean, Aspect Warriors are what I want to use. There's going to be 4 different psychic tables in the book, as well as 3 tables for warlord traits for the Aspect, Ynnari, and a generic lot of traits. Your Farseers will be able to be upgraded to a higher Farseer that can know, cast, and deny an extra power. And then army-wide rules will have some special deployment rules, though the person saying these didn't talk much about them. Apparently they didn't get a good look. Battle focus, it will be ignore the first negative shooting modifier for each one and then resolve all the rest later. Path of Assurin is complicated, so this is what they wrote. This one is long, complicated, and it would be a miracle if they got everything correct. So the rules text alone consists of some dense paragraphs, and a list of traits is 4 pages long with a couple of categories. Units can choose traits from from a certain category, and no trait can be picked twice. But there are lots of exceptions, though. It seems that Wraith units put that role on its head, and all units must choose the same trait. When a Phoenix Lord is part of the detachment, Aspect units can take the same trait. Aspect units without an X-Arch are also exempt. There's also rules text for Ynnari, but I can't remember what it was, so that's what it is. They've also got these extra sort of rules for the army, so Lamentations, Meditations, Shrine Creeds, and X-Arch powers. Lamentations, so you have one that gives you Deep Strike, but there are not many traits. Meditations are more plentiful. The Path of the Acrobat gives you an advanced bonus. Path of the Arbiter, mortal wound and dice roll when a wound is mitigated after taking saves. Path of the Warlock, you can take powers from the Runes of War. And a Ynnari only one makes an Autarch a level 1 Psyker. Path of the Blackguard is Ulthway only and gives 6 inch more range. There are many more, this is speculation, but I think they represent former past experiences, since some models have rules like Path of the Farseer Command, etc. Yada yada. In addition, can take up to 1 meditation, speaking of which, Path of the Command is unchanged. So these are pretty cool. Like, all things have sort of done in like past sort of paths they've followed down. All aspects though have 3 bespoke Shrine Creeds that are all very powerful and a couple of unaligned one. Then there are a dozen X-Arch powers that are all unaligned, but only one locked for Bil-Tan armies. Scorpions have 1 creed that'll let them advance and charge if the movement starts in terrain. Dark Shrine, Reaper Shrine Creed, indirect fire with a single shot, additional shot within 18 inch, crack shot available, and reroll hit rolls of 1. There's also a generic one that allows reroll charges. Some X-Arch powers are simple stat modifiers. And so that's pretty much, I guess, the core rules. So let's get talking about units. And so, units. There is a ton of stuff on all the different units, so I'm not going to write a wall of text for you all. Instead, you can hear my lovely voice. So, entries for the Ynnari Triumvirate are still there. The Farseer still has 2 powers, Witchblade, which is Strength +2, AP -2, Damage 2 now, and Path of the Farseer +2 to all psychic tests. 2 meditations available. Solar Warlocks and Spirit Seers can also cast 2 powers, but only deny 1. Spirit Seers draw from Revenant Runes Discipline. And we've got the Avatar is 14 wounds now, and has some different equipment options. Damanhala, which is the Warp Spider Phoenix Lord. That is a cool name. Damanhala. I like that. All Phoenix Lords present all have a a 4++ invulnerable, and Karandris' profile has unfortunately been missed. Hierarchs, which are 4 separate HQ entries for Striking Scorpions, Swooping Hawks, Howling Banshees, and Dire Avengers. Female models except Scorpion. Haven't found their fluff and don't know exactly what they are. We can assume these are like sort of like some more high-ranking Autarchs within the faction. But they get 3 Arc powers and have 1 more attack than an Autarch. Okay, so these are like more powerful Autarchs. Cool. So something Swordwind named Swooping Hawk Hierarch. Biltan, just the Hawk Hierarch with a scimitar and a bare head. Mohawk, and a shooting weapon that is mainly out of pitch but has a skull pommel. Azhuman has 2 separate sets of walls. Only Martial Harmony rule is in both. No limitations for Shrike Queen. Starts every turn with an aura 3++. He's also got parry, fallback, and to-do stuff, and can switch which aspect warrior destroys unit or model. So he can have these 2 different sort of profiles that he wanders around with and sort of does a bunch of cool stuff. And so there's also a brand new diorama character called Fireheart. Resurrects at the start of round unless enemy deals additional damage against dummy. And so there wasn't an awful lot figured out on him. And then we've also got Striking Scorpions, obviously, with their +1 strength, -2, damage 1, 2 additional attacks. Manda Blaster in the first round of combat. Chainsaws have +1 damage. Warp Spiders have a 12-inch flat move. Enemy units shot at cannot advance or take actions. Wraith Guard split, so Wraith Cannon Elite, D-Scythe troops. D-Scythe Assault Flat, D6. Does need to roll to hit. Can use D6 order hit profile only during Overwatch. Dire Avengers and Guardians both move to a 4-up save. Shuriken Catapults, Assault 3, 18-inch Strength 4, AP -1. Only Dire Avengers have the AP on 6 rule. Dire Avengers are the only unit that has a baked-in Shrine Queen and can take another Defend +1 save against attacks from units within a 24-inch. Corsairs are in the book, so Elite Infantry, plethora of options, brace of last pistols, last blaster, melee weapons, deep strike, 2 traits, last weapon, so cool. Corsairs are coming into the battle tome. Rangers cannot be targeted by enemy units when no enemy unit is within 18-inch at all when in terrain. Can shoot twice so long as Pathfinder leader lives. Windrider Fireblades, Windriders with more attacks and power axes, so cool. Viper, which is cool, obviously there. And then we've got just some other cool units throughout the force as well. So support weapons, troop size flat 1, Vibro Cannon extra damage against units in terrain. Wave Serpent Field is now 5+, no Storm Guardians or Jetbike Conclaves entries if it is hidden as an option somewhere. The only points cost we remember are Wraith Knights are now 420 points base and Guardians are 9 points per model. So that's a ton of information. I'm really excited to see where we go with Craftworld Eldar. I hope you all are too. Let us know what you'd like to see from Craftworld Eldar down in the comments below. Well, that's the end of the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also, drop us a comment in the video and let us know what you enjoyed about it as well. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our fine community here at Sinful Gaming, you can do so by following the link in the description of the video to our Discord server. You can come chat with me and other members. Lastly, if you'd like to help support the channel in another way, you can do so either by joining Patreon or YouTube members linked in the video's description, or by getting some merch from Teespring, also linked in the video's description. We'd like to give a shout out to everyone who helps support the channel on Patreon and YouTube members, so a special shout out to our Patreons: Christian Weir, James Soren, Chaos Spawn, AJC, Kenny Lowell, Alvarin Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Cure Dynamic, Agu, Anthony B, Adina226, Anton Nielsen, JJ Austrian, and Average Wargamer. And a shout out to our YouTube members as well: Green Roots Gaming, Kenton Young, Steve T, The Real Zeal, Chris Wallace, Turai12, Vinny, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Revenar, and Wolfreak Nick. Lastly, a special thanks to Lady Witchfox Art, who does the amazing artwork you see on the channel. Everything here is done by her. She does an amazing job, so thank you very much. And lastly, a special shout out to Xmorphic, who does all the background work on the Discord server, keeps it running smoothly and makes it amazing, because I am terrible with computers. So thank you, Xmorphic, as well. That's it for today though, folks. Stay safe everyone, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.